Hey everyone, ready to unlock some serious brain power?
I know I am.
Today we're diving deep into accelerated learning.
Ooh, learning how to learn better? Sign me up.
Right! Who doesn't want to learn faster and easier?
Seriously, like it's such a valuable skill these days.
Exactly, and to guide us by Jim Quick, he's like a total brain guru.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. He's amazing. Your state of mind and emotion when you're learning.
Right, we'll get to that. But first, let's unpack his core framework for learning faster.
Okay, break it down for us.
So he uses this acronym, BEFAST.
BEFAST.
Got it. And we're going to go through each letter and kind of see what golden nuggets we can pull out.
I love it. Unpack those nuggets.
Okay, so first up, B, believe.
Believe. Okay.
And this isn't just like, positive thinking.
Yeah.
It's about understanding that what you believe about your own learning ability actually shapes your reality.
Oh, wow. That's powerful. So if you believe you're bad at something, you're more likely to be bad at it.
Exactly. It's crazy how much our beliefs influence our abilities.
So how do we, shift those beliefs then?
Well, he gives this really cool example in the video.
Oh, I love a good example.
It's called the turning further exercise.
Okay, turning further.
So he has everyone in the audience turn as far as they can to the right.
All right, can picture it.
Then he has them visualize turning further.
Interesting.
And guess what? Almost everyone could turn further the second time.
Whoa, no way. Just from visualizing.
I know, right?
What?
It just shows how quickly we can change those beliefs and unlock more potential.
So, if we believe we can learn something, we're more likely to actually learn it.
Yeah, it's about creating that positive mindset, like telling yourself, I can do this.
Okay, I'm starting to see how powerful this belief thing is.
Right. Now, once you've got that belief, got to put it into action.
Okay, how do we do that?
That's where E comes in. Exercise.
Exercise. Oh no, gotta hit the gym now.
Not exactly. Although exercise is good for your brain too.
True.
But in this case, it's about practicing whatever skill you're trying to learn.
Okay, so if I want to learn a new language, I gotta actually speak it.
Yes. Quick emphasizes this idea of deliberate practice.
Deliberate practice.
It's about going beyond mindless repetition.
Yeah.
It's about focusing, figuring out what you need to improve on, and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone.
So it's like intentional practice with a purpose.
Exactly. All right, you ready for the next one?
Hit me with it.
This one's a little counterintuitive. It's F, forget.
Forget! Wait, what? That doesn't sound right.
I know, right?
How can forgetting help you learn?
Well, think about it like this. Sometimes we're so stuck in our old ways of thinking
Yeah.
that we need to unlearn those limitations.
Okay, I see.
It's about cultivating a beginner's mind.
A beginner's mind.
Yeah, approaching things with fresh eyes, open to all possibilities.
I like that, like you're seeing it for the first time.
Exactly. And Quick also talks about forgetting distraction.
Oh, that's huge, especially these days.
Right. He says multitasking, or task switching as he calls it, is a huge energy drain.
Oh, it's the worst. You end up doing 5 things badly instead of one thing well.
So true. He says it messes with our focus and makes us less efficient.
So basically, single tasking is the way to go if you want to learn faster.
Yep. Focus is key. All right. Moving on to A, active.
Active, okay. Sounds more straightforward than forget.
This one is all about engagement. Passive listening or reading just doesn't cut it.
Right. Gotta be actively involved.
Quick stresses, asking questions, taking notes, really wrestling with the material to make it stick.
Make it your own, yeah.
And here's where he brings up something really interesting, especially for us digital folks.
Oh, what's that?
He talks about handwriting notes versus typing them.
Really? So old school.
I know, right? But he says students who handwrite their notes actually understand and remember things better.
Interesting. Maybe there's something about that physical act of writing that helps.
Yeah, it forces your brain to slow down and process the information more deeply.
Maybe I should ditch the laptop and grab a pen next time I'm learning something new.
It's definitely worth a try. Okay, ready for S, state?
Bring it on! This is the one you were excited about earlier, right?
Yes, this is where Kiewik really gets fired up. All about the power of emotions in learning.
Emotions! Tell me more. I'm intrigued.
Okay, so he says, and I love this quote, information combined with emotion becomes a long-term memory.
Whoa. So if we can make learning emotional, it's more likely to stick.
Exactly. Think about those memories that are just burned into your brain. They're usually tied to some kind of strong emotion, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like a super happy memory or maybe a scary one.
Right. It's like Those emotions solidify the memory.
So how do we actually use emotions to learn better then?
Well, Quick talks about how forgetting things in business can be really costly.
Oh, yeah. Lost time, broken trust, missed sales.
Right. And he links that to the importance of being in the right emotional state when you're learning.
Okay, so it's not just about feeling good, it's about being focused and motivated.
Yes. And he actually does this super cool exercise with the audience. It's like a superhero exercise.
Superhero exercise sounds fun.
So he has them embody different superheroes, like Spider-Man for fun, Black Panther for focus, Wonder Woman for confidence.
Oh, wow. That's such a creative way to demonstrate the point.
Right. And you can just feel the energy in the room shift as they do it.
So basically, we can choose to approach learning with these positive emotions like fun, focus, and confidence.
And that actually helps us learn more effectively.
Makes sense. I mean, who wouldn't learn better if they were having fun and feeling confident?
And it's not just about feeling good. It's about building resilience and developing a growth mindset.
Right. Because we create our feelings, not the other way around.
Exactly. Okay, and finally we have teach.
Teach! Like, become a teacher.
Not necessarily, although teaching can be a great way to learn.
Okay.
Quick says the best way to solidify what you've learned is to explain it to someone else.
Oh, that makes sense. Like, if you can explain it clearly, you really understand it.
Right. It forces you to organize your thoughts, identify any gaps in your knowledge, and make the material your own.
Yeah, even just talking through a concept out loud can help solidify it.
Totally. So that's BEFAST in a nutshell, a framework for accelerating your learning.
That was amazing. So many good tips.
Now we're going to dive into some specific memory boosting techniques,
Even better.
starting with his mom technique for remembering names.
Oh boy, do I need that one.
Me too. Let's see what mom has in store for us.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's unlock those memory secrets.
Let's do it.
So spill the beans. What is this mom technique?
Okay, so mom is this really neat mnemonic he uses for remembering names.
Mammophority for names. All right, I'm listening.
And each letter stands for a key principle.
Okay, lay it on me.
So we've got M, motivation, O, observation, and M, methods.
Motivation, observation, methods. Okay, got it. See, I'm already remembering things better.
Haha, see? It's working already. And that actually ties into the first M, motivation.
Oh, how so?
So Quick's point is, if you don't have a reason to remember someone's name,
Yeah,
like a genuine reason, then you probably won't.
that's true. You kind of have to care.
Exactly. You have to make that conscious choice to, like, be present in the interaction.
Yeah.
And actually, I think you kind of just demonstrated that.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, you said you're already remembering things better because you want to improve your name recall.
Right, yeah. I guess I'm motivated to learn this mom technique.
Exactly. So that motivation is already helping you remember.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If I put in the effort to remember, then I'm more likely to actually remember.
Right. And it can even make those interactions more meaningful, you know?
Yeah, because you're actually paying attention to the person.
Totally. Okay, so that's motivation. Let's move on to observation.
Observation. Okay, what's that all about?
So Kubik says it's not really our memory that's the problem, it's our attention.
Oh, interesting. So it's not that we can't remember, it's that we're not paying attention in the first place.
Exactly. He has this great line. He says, the art of memory is the art of attention.
Whoa, that's good. I like that.
It's so true, though, right? Like, in our world of constant distractions, we're just not fully present a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's like our brains are on autopilot, just skimming the surface.
And then we miss those crucial details, like names.
Sometimes I think I'm so focused on what I'm going to say next that I don't even hear what the other person's saying.
Oh, I do that, too. It's like we're so busy thinking ahead that we're not really absorbing what's happening in the moment.
So basically, we need to be more mindful, more present in our interactions.
Yes. Be here now, as they say.
Okay, so we've covered motivation and observation. What about the final M, methods?
Ah, yes. Methods. This is where the rubber meets the road, you know, putting those memory techniques into action.
This is what I've been waiting for. Give me the techniques.
Well, fortunately, Quick doesn't go into specific methods in this particular video.
Oh, come on. That's a tease.
I know, right? I was kind of bummed about it, too.
Well, maybe we can come up with some potential methods ourselves.
Ooh, I like that idea. Brainstorming time.
So what kind of things do we know about Quick's approach so far?
Well, he's all about engagement, visualization, making things fun and memorable.
Right. So maybe one method could be association, linking the person's name to something you can easily visualize.
Oh, yeah, like that example we talked about earlier.
The one with Bill and the booming laugh?
Yes. You picture him laughing while holding a stack of bills, instantly memorable.
It's silly, but it works. And then there's repetition.
Oh yeah, good old repetition.
Maybe repeating the person's name a few times in your head after you meet them, or using it in conversation right away.
And we could even tie it back to state, if you can connect that name to a positive emotion.
Oh, yeah, or a funny image.
Exactly. The more engaging and emotional, the better.
So mom gives us the framework, and then we can fill in the methods with whatever works for us.
I love it. Okay, so we've explored the mom technique for remembering names.
Which, let's be honest, we could all use some help with.
Seriously. Okay, but speaking of optimizing learning,
Yeah.
Quick also talks about this fascinating concept of personalized learning.
Ooh, personalized learning. That sounds interesting.
It's this idea that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to learning.
Oh, for sure. What works for one person might not work for another.
And to illustrate this point, he introduces these 4 different brain types.
Brain types. Tell me more.
Okay, so we have cheetah, owl, dolphin, and elephant.
I love it.
Right. Each one represents a different learning style.
So, like, which animal are you? It makes you want to find out your own brain type.
I know, right? I'm a mix of cheetahs and dolphin, I think. I'm definitely action-oriented, but I also love big picture thinking.
I'm probably more of an owl. I like logic and analysis.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but how does knowing your brain type actually help you learn better?
Well, Crick says it helps you tailor your learning strategies.
Oh, I see.
Like a cheetah might thrive in hands-on learning environments, while an owl might prefer structured lectures.
And a dolphin might love brainstorming and creative problem solving, while an elephant might learn best through collaboration and empathy.
Right, and it's like this whole idea of personalized learning is becoming more and more popular.
Yeah, it's the future of education for sure.
It's really empowering, you know? Like you finally have the tools to unlock your unique learning potential.
Now, Quick actually mentions that he has a free assessment you can take to determine your brain type.
Oh, cool. Where can we find that?
He shows a QR code in the video, but
Yeah.
obviously that won't work for audio.
Right, but you can find the link in the show notes, right?
Exactly. We'll make sure to include it so you can all take the assessment after the episode and discover your own brain type.
Perfect. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from the mom technique to brain types and personalized learning.
I know. Quick really packs a lot into this video.
And the whole time, you can just feel his energy and enthusiasm building.
Right. It's contagious. Like you walk away feeling like you can achieve anything.
Exactly. Which brings us to his closing remarks, where he says, if you want to grow your brand, you need to grow your brain.
It's so good, right? It really hit me because it's like learning isn't just about knowing more stuff.
Yeah, it's bigger than that.
It's about expanding your potential.
Yeah.
You know? Becoming a better version of yourself.
And it's a journey. It never really ends.
Totally. There's always something new to learn.
Always something to challenge us, keep us curious.
And the cool thing is, it's easier than ever to access information.
I know. We have so many resources at our fingertips.
But it can also be overwhelming, right?
Oh, yeah, totally. Like drinking from a fire hose sometimes.
Exactly. And that's why the strategies we talked about are so important.
They help us cut through the noise and focus on what matters.
So to sum up our deep dive into Jim Quick's brain-boosting wisdom,
A big takeaway is,
we can all learn faster and better.
but it takes effort.
It takes a shift in mindset.
And a willingness to experiment.
Find what works for you.
That's
And don't forget, believe in yourself. That was a big one.
huge. Your beliefs shape your reality, so choose to believe you can learn and grow.
Absolutely. And remember those brain types? Everyone's different.
Right. Take the assessment, find your own brain type, and tailor your learning strategies.
Unlock your potential.
So, inspired by Q-Wick's challenge to grow your brain,
Yeah.
think about one skill you've been wanting to learn.
It could be anything, right? New language, playing an instrument, coding.
Anything. What sparks your interest?
And then think about one small step you can take, like right now, to start learning. Even 15 minutes of practice.
It's about,
About constantly
challenging yourself.
evolving,
Yeah.
expanding your horizons,
And remember,
and challenging yourself to grow.
learning isn't just about
taking in the information.
learning isn't just about
Passively,
passively absorbing information.
You gotta apply it.
It's about
You gotta experiment.
actively applying that knowledge,
Big mistakes.
experimenting,
Making mistakes.
and refining your understanding.
And refine it through experience.
The real world
Real world experience, yeah.
experience.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Even the ones that you think are like,
Even the ones that seem silly or dumb.
yeah.
Right. Challenge those assumptions.
Challenge assumptions.
Seek out those mentors.
Seek out mentors.
Truth tellers, right.
And truth tellers.
The people who are going to push you to think differently.
Will push you
And create that space.
to think differently.
Where feedback is valued.
Create an environment where honest feedback is
But
found.
with feedback, yeah.
And most importantly, cultivate
Yeah.
that insatiable curiosity.
Curiosity.
Remember that learning
Remember, it can be fun.
can be a source of
Ignorance,
joy,
It can bring you joy.
deep fulfillment,
It can be fulfilling.
and even unexpected adventures.
And it can be an adventure just like
Just like
Novak's
Novak's songwriting.
songwriting journey.
Yeah.
So as you
So as you continue
continue on your own learning path,
on your own path,
keep these principles in mind
keep these things in mind
and never
and don't underestimate
underestimate the power
even the smallest steps.
of even the smallest step.
Yeah. Speaking of small steps,
Okay,
what's one
what's one thing?
tangible action you can take today
Yeah.
to put active learning into practice?
To put this into practice.
Maybe it's revisiting Novak's
Maybe it's the 3x5 card.
3x5 card exercise,
Yeah.
reflecting on your strengths,
Thinking about your strengths.
areas
What you're good at
for improvement.
and what you want to work on.
Perhaps it's
Or maybe it's reaching out to someone you admire.
reaching out to someone you admire and asking
they're
for
asking for a coffee.
a quick coffee chat to
Yeah,
pick their brain.
just to chat, you know?
Or maybe it's finally dusting off
Or maybe it's finally
that book
reading that book.
on astrophysics.
Yeah, the one
You've been meaning to read,
that's been sitting on your shelf.
or signing up
Or taking that online course
to that online course
that you've been thinking about.
on creative writing.
Yeah, whatever it is.
The possibilities
Possibilities are endless.
are truly endless. And remember,
And don't forget,
we're here
we're here to support you.
to support you on your journey.
We'd love to hear from you.
We'd love to hear about
What you're learning about.
what you're exploring
What challenges you're facing.
and what breakthroughs
What you're
are happening.
facing. What breakthroughs you're experiencing.
Share it with us
Absolutely.
on social media
Share your thoughts,
or through our website.
discoveries, and questions.
Yeah, let's build this community
with us on social media
of people who love to learn,
or through our website.
who support each other, who inspire each
That
other.
create this
Right.
vibrant community of
Learning's better together.
lifelong learners
Yeah.
who inspire and support each other.
So until next time,
Because
that we've discovered today,
keep growing,
and keep diving deep.
a journey best shared.
I love it.
So until next time.
All right, see you on the next deep dive.
Keep learning.
Yeah, keep growing and keep diving deep.
Bye.
See you in the next deep dive.